Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. This is Randomly T, and y'all, I am coming on to do basically a part two to a live video that I did maybe last weekend. Yeah, it was last weekend. And so I thought I would go live and do the video, but I think I'm just gonna come on and just give this update. So it was Trinity's birthday, and I had scheduled her to get a facial. Okay, this is from a black business. I had the whole day set and planned, and an hour before, the lady calls and tells me she can't do the appointment because she had a death in her family. And I was like, oh wow, I'm so sorry to hear about that. I'm praying for you. And then I was just like, wow, I'm like, this was her 18th birthday, it's her 18th birthday. And I'm like, I really wanted to make this special. And so she's like, yeah, people are already starting to gather at the house and da 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 da, or whatever. So we got off the phone. And even though it was a death, I was very disappointed. In the moment, I was I was actually upset because it was a black business that at the end of the day I was going to support. But at the same time, when I saw her calling me on my phone, I wasn't surprised. Okay? I just wasn't surprised. That sounds bad, right? Yes. I wasn't surprised. Like, I expected her to cancel for whatever reason. But I was still hopeful. But yes, you all, she canceled because there was a death in her family. And I know death is definitely tragic, okay? I get that. At the same time, I feel that when you're running a business, and I'm not gonna word it that way. I'll just say this. I know a lot of times, like Fortune 500 companies versus like a small black business entrepreneur, they can do what they want. They come in early, they close early, they do what they want, but the Fortune 500 companies, a lot of the household brands and names, they're not just shutting down because there's a death. I feel like if I had gone to a household name around here to get a facial, they would have had someone else that could have kept the business going. Okay, that wasn't the case with us. So yes, I was very disappointed in the moment. Was I surprised? I actually wasn't, and that's so sad. But in my experience, and I'm sure some of you all have experience, trust me, you can get bad service from white business, black business, I get it. You can have bad service anywhere, but like, y'all, I just wasn't surprised. And yeah, I just wasn't surprised. I feel like if this was, just say, the owner of a big name, I feel like if someone in their family passed away, we wouldn't even know it. We wouldn't even know it. The business would just keep running. You know what I mean? But because, she's an entrepreneur, she's just starting her business, like, our day could not go on. And the day was ruined in a sense because we were really looking forward to it. Like, I had just revealed to her, like, oh, you're getting a facial. And then boom, I get this phone call. So yes, I was disappointed. So she said she'd make it up to her. And, she's like, can she come in tomorrow? And I was just so disappointed with that because I wanted to be the one to drop her off. But the next day she goes for her facial, and Trinity said the facial was a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 1. She just said it was just 5-star. She had the most bomb, amazing facial you could imagine. And even when I talked to Trinity afterwards, she was just almost in a trance. Like, the facial and the massage and all of that just like really had her like super tranquil, super relaxed. So she had an amazing experience. So she did make up for it. She gave her a birthday goodie bag, And yeah, everything worked out in the end. It was just, you know, we wanted it to be on her birthday, you know. And I do want to say this though. So yeah, she made up for it. You know, I would even schedule there, you know what I mean? So like I said, in the moment I was just very upset. But I did want to mention that man, what did I want to mention? I'm trying to think what I wanted to mention. Oh, yeah. So I did want to mention one other thing though. She has these different packages you can get. She has these different packages that you can get for your facial. So there's like I don't know what you would call it, a glow facial. And then there's like a step down, and there's a, you know, a teen facial, and then there's like a rejuvenating facial, you know, different prices for different things. So I chose the teen facial because she's 18, she's still a teenager. And when Trinity got there, because I had to kind of pay beforehand and give her a deposit, she had the nerve to tell Trinity, well, the teen facial actually stops at age 16. So basically was saying she was underpaid. Nowhere on your website does it say up to age 16. Absolutely nowhere. I'm like 18, like you're a teenager. So I paid for a teen facial. And it was no big deal. She just kind of threw it out there to Trinity. But I actually didn't appreciate that because, first of all, you're giving her a facial a day late, okay? Mind you, I even tipped you from the price of the teen facial. I even left you a tip. Third of all, we kept our business with you, and then you're gonna tell her that didn't even pay, telling Trinity she didn't even pay for it or any of that. Well, like, yeah, you know, just basically saying like the price that I paid is, she's really going above and beyond giving her what she's giving her. But I'm like, if that's the case, woman, put your ages on the facial. Put teenager from 13 to 16, because like 17, 18, like, no, you're still a teen, like you're not 21, you know what I mean? So I didn't really appreciate that. But at the end of the day, let me just say, her work was phenomenal. The facial was outstanding. I plan to even go in the future, okay? You know, will she cancel on me? I hope not, you know what I mean? But I still wouldn't be surprised. And I don't know, like I said, when I scheduled for that, I wasn't really going for a black business. She just happened to be a black owner. And yeah, I was happy to be supporting. But it was like, man, we just got let down again. And like I said, you guys, I understand deaths. I understand, you know, that's tragic. And yes, it calls for getting off work. It really does, you know, depending on who it is, you know. Was it a distant cousin? Was it your mom? Was it your dad? And then you're just calling us. We're less than an hour away. And I'm like, no, you waited last minute. I mean, did the person just pass away? I will never know. You know, they passed away in those few minutes, you know, like I said, I would never know. But I feel like we could have even been warned a little bit beforehand. I don't know. But at the end of the day, she did have an amazing facial. So, not gonna complain about it. It was just our experience. So, but yeah, I wanted to just come on and do that update on that it did end up being a success in the end. So yes, y'all, that is the video today. I do thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.